Hey guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into connecting our angles and our trig functions. So 8.1 and 8.2, we're now going to connect them together in 8.3. 8.3 is going to be a 3-day lesson. Yes, I said 3 days. A little crazy, but it's very, very important before we get into the next piece, which would be graphing. So I want to make sure everyone understands what's going on. Now, if you hear like a hammer banging, that's because there's construction happening in my backyard and I'm enjoying the good weather. So try not to be too distracted by it. Hopefully it's not too loud. Okay, so trig functions of any angle. We can go ahead and generalize our right triangle definitions for our trig functions so that they apply in any angle. So if you guys remember, in the first day and the first 2 days of the unit, we kind of looked at like this angle, theta, and this is opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent. We're now going to look at that within our unit circle where we have a reference angle, we have our overall total angle, and then we're going to build a triangle from it. Now, that's your opposite, that's your adjacent, that's your hypotenuse. Which if you look, your adjacent is the same thing as your x value and your opposite is the same thing as your y value. So that's going to go ahead and create these. So you have this point xy, and that's the terminal side where it intersects your circle x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So once again, that's just Pythagorean theorem, but now we're using location to help us find it out. Then we have these 6 trig functions, and these are circular functions. I always call them trig functions using them in your circle. So make sure to write these down. Sine is y over r, and you can see that y is your opposite and your hypotenuse is your r. And cosecant follows cosine, secant, tangent, and cotangent. And if you look at all the reciprocals, the y values can't be 0. If they are 0 and you get the response, that is undefined. So we will get into that. So go ahead, write this down, pause it. I'm going to give it a couple seconds to keep going so you guys can pause, and then you'll be ready to move on. But this is very important that you write this down.